You had a chance to talk to Ross since he walked off on y'all?
We were just talking to Angie Martinez about that yesterday.
We in Atlanta, so we run into him all the time. It ain't never been no hard feeling.
I don't want to say no hard feeling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, first of all, I don't give.
Yeah, I get it.
But I give a because
try to make
you as a person.
Yeah.
We the type of people that will never bring up nothing that we feel like that can be diminished to your career or anything, nigga, because we some real niggas.
Yeah.
The moment you leave our show.
Breaking. The internet just went absolutely nuclear. And if you think you've seen drama before, buckle up because this one's about to make every celebrity beef look like child's play. Picture this. The legendary Rick Ross, the self-proclaimed boss, the mogul with yachts, chains, and a garage full of cars that could probably double as small countries. Humiliated, not by another rapper, not by some random influencer. No, by DC Young Fly, the comedian you thought was just cracking jokes on your screen. Quietly collecting laughs. Yes, you heard that right. The man who makes you snort soda out your nose during Wild 'N Out just flipped the script on Ross in a way that's sending shockwaves through hip-hop, social media, and frankly, every Wingstop in America. Ross tried to flex Instagram captions, luxury cars, motivational quotes like he's running a Forbes seminar, but DC came back with a masterclass in...
You went and did a podcast. A white podcast. You sat your... Yeah. For almost 2 hours.
And didn't leave.
And you talked. And the white folk asked you, was you a professional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you that, nigga.
Right.
We got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently, like it wasn't even disrespectful. And then I get to sit back and watch that. And what's the difference between them and us?
Okay.
Now I feel disrespect.
Right.
Don't do us like that. And it's still love, but nigga.
Look, bro, listen, man. I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was and this and that.
In savage comedy, the kind that leaves you laughing, crying, and questioning the meaning of power all at once. So what really happened? How did a comedian reduce one of hip-hop's biggest bosses to an endless meme factory? And why is the internet still not...
I came on face, homie, to show love. And don't make it like I walked off on you. I left early. Rose had some other things to do too. But guess what? I came for free, nigga. I wasted that nice Gucci jacket on that look. Now I couldn't even really wear my Gucci jacket again. But my nigga, I did it for love. And next time I come for free, at least have me some lemon pepper Wingstop at that. Heard me? But I came for free. I ain't charge you. You feel me? Don't talk about Rose other business. I came and did that for free. And what is the analytics? How the show doing anyway, man? I'll come back on it and when I'm gonna walk next time. Rose, was I been? Of course not. You know when it's time to go. When it ain't no more chicken wings, man. The niggas ain't smoking, man. August 2nd for the pool party. You know what I'm saying? I'ma DM my nigga DC Young Fly. Tell him come out there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Shit. Vibe, nigga. August 2nd. Hosted by DC Young Fly, nigga.
Not letting him live it down. Stick around, because we're diving deep into the most brutal, hilarious, and jaw-dropping clapback of the year. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. The internet exploded in disbelief when DC Young Fly decided to confront Rick Ross, the so-called boss of bosses, in a way no one saw coming. And what happened next is something that is still leaving fans and critics alike speechless. Because Ross, a man whose entire persona revolves around wealth, power, and dominance, suddenly found himself the target of a comedic assault so precise that it left the world questioning the untouchable image he has spent years building. And it all started with a viral moment that seemed innocent at first but quickly spiraled into a cultural phenomenon, as DC, armed only with a microphone, razor-sharp wit, and an understanding of how the internet amplifies everything, managed to turn Ross's carefully curated social media posts into a spectacle of humiliation that had people across the globe replaying clips, sharing memes and laughing at a boss who normally demands respect. Yet here he was, reduced to a series of viral punchlines over lemon pepper wings, motivational captions, and a display of wealth that in any other context would scream success, but in this scenario only highlighted vulnerability. And sources close to the situation revealed that Ross had poured hours into crafting his online persona in a way designed to project calm and control, posting images of luxury cars, private jets, and meals with captions meant to inspire admiration. But every post was met with ridicule once DC dissected them live, pointing out contradictions, fake bravado, and absurdities that most casual observers wouldn't even notice. Yet once articulated with humor, they became impossible to ignore. And the audience reaction was instantaneous, with laughter erupting at every turn.
Ross, big homie. First of all, you know it loves. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross. You ain't the only nigga. Boosie did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Nigga Busta Rhymes did it for free. Nigga Snoop Dogg did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it for free. Now, that wasn't the biggest moment. Now, that's one of the viral moments, but Boosie episode 8 million. Now, Country Wayne 6-7 million. Like, we do numbers. We do analytics. Our analytics, we was the biggest before you came, and we was the biggest afterwards. So you always got room to come back to be on the biggest podcast in the world, correct? You dig what I'm saying? But when you call a spade, it get hot. And where you gotta go to cool off? I'm going to talk to my little homie DC in the pool because it's hot. I got to get in the pool because it's too hot.
Return as DC highlighted the fragility beneath the gilded surface, showing a side of Ross that no one had publicly seen before. And what made this even more fascinating is that it was not just a personal attack. It was a commentary on power, image, and ego in the entertainment industry, demonstrating how even the most carefully constructed public image can crumble when confronted with raw observation, timing, and wit. And the aftermath was immediate and explosive, with social media buzzing, clips going viral.
That's sad. And August 2nd, y'all make sure y'all go to his pool party, because I'm not going to be there. But you said I was going to be there, Ross, but that's false advertising. I didn't say give me a check, but get the free promo, nigga, because we family. Push up to his pool party. Y'all push up, because I'm going to be in Philadelphia telling these jokes. But everybody can get some money. Push up to the pool party. But Ross, don't do that. And the jacket, nigga, you wore the jacket for no reason. Well, let me buy that Gucci jacket up off you then, so I can tell my son I bought this from a nigga who left. He said that he wore it for no reason. It was a waste. So since we didn't pay you, I'm gonna pay you for the Gucci jacket. Cause if I give you some money, I'm gonna want something. Give me that jacket. Since you want some money. But you know we love you, nigga. Push up again. And you said something about the wings. Make sure we had the wings. If you would have stayed, you would have knew we had 200 of them got Wingstop. They was in the back. You remember when you went to the back, the bathroom, you just left? It was 200 Wingstop wing. As a matter of fact, lemon pepper. We knew you were gonna but you didn't eat it. And we respect when niggas got, bro, just tell us as soon as you come in, hey, little homies, I got an hour. Bet, we gonna try to get you in, man, we gonna try to get you in about 45 minutes so you can make it to your next destination. Don't pull up, act like you doing us a favor, and then just leave her without saying something. Just say something so we can know what's going on, gang. We ain't tripping, but push back up. Your team, we called your team, we called the person who we called when you was on the way. Guess what they said? We don't know where he going. So Ross, get at the pool and give me a call. So we can get it together. I love you, big homie. We out. Every day I'm hustling.
Viral, and public opinion shifting as people began to side with DC's fearless approach, applauding his ability to expose truth through comedy, while Ross, despite trying to maintain a composed front, reportedly struggled behind the scenes with frustration and anger, revealing that the persona of untouchable boss is much more delicate than it appears. And the stakes only heightened as DC continued to leverage the moment with interviews, live shows, and commentary that kept the story alive, cementing his role not just as a comedian, but as a cultural commentator who could challenge one of hip-hop's most dominant figures without ever raising his voice, threatening violence, or relying on cliches, turning a potential confrontation into a viral spectacle that entertained millions, forced Ross into a defensive position, and created a cultural conversation about authenticity, vulnerability, and the real power of humor in the face of manufactured dominance, leaving the world watching, in awe, as the seemingly untouchable boss realized that a clever observation delivered with confidence and charisma can dismantle even the most formidable image. As the drama continued to unfold, the public could not get enough of the back and forth between DC Young Fly and Rick Ross, and sources close to the entertainment world started leaking details that painted an even more shocking picture, claiming that Ross had become obsessed with controlling his image in ways that bordered on the absurd, spending hours dictating the angles of his photos, the timing of his posts, and the exact captions to convey dominance, while DC watched it all with the precision of a master strategist, turning every attempt at a composed display into an opportunity for comedy. And insiders revealed that Ross' team was scrambling behind the scenes, trying to manage the fallout as clips of the roast spread like wildfire, reaching millions within hours, with each video fragment amplifying the humiliation, while DC remained calm, confident, and unbucked, effortlessly dissecting the boss persona with lines that were both witty and cutting, pointing out inconsistencies in Ross' behavior and highlighting moments that showed vulnerability. And as the videos circulated, public reaction became a tidal wave, with fans flooding social media with comments analyzing every word, image, and movement. And the sheer intensity of the response revealed that what started as a single-stage interaction had become a cultural event, a spectacle that transcended the normal boundaries of celebrity conflict. And sources claimed that even Ross' inner circle was in disbelief at how quickly the narrative had shifted, with one anonymous insider telling our team that they had never seen him this rattled in front of a camera or in public posts. While DC's followers grew exponentially, drawn not just to his humor but to his fearless ability to confront someone so seemingly untouchable, and analysts pointed out that the situation was a case study in how modern fame works, where control of image can be shattered instantly when confronted with truth delivered in the right way. And the satire became so viral that brands and other celebrities began referencing it, amplifying the moment and cementing DC's place in the conversation as someone who could manipulate social perception while keeping it entertaining and while Ross attempted to pivot by posting motivational messages, expensive cars, and images of himself dining or working, the audience interpreted these as desperate attempts to regain control, creating memes and jokes that compared his luxury to absurdity, exaggerating minor details into legendary ridicule, and public commentary suggested that DC's approach had exposed the fragility beneath the surface of Ross' empire, showing that while money, chains, and cars can project power, they cannot protect against well-timed humor. And the sheer audacity of DC turning the situation into a spectacle of wit rather than anger captivated viewers, keeping attention on every post, every response, and every public appearance. And experts in social media strategy claimed that the phenomenon highlighted a new era in celebrity culture where vulnerability and humor could dominate the narrative in ways no traditional PR team could anticipate, creating a perfect storm of entertainment, outrage, and admiration. And the fallout continued to ripple as more people dissected every angle, debating who truly had the upper hand and marveling at how a comedian had managed to dominate the conversation against one of hip-hop's most powerful figures. As the scandal reached its peak, the consequences of the clash between DC Young Fly and Rick Ross began to manifest in ways no one could have anticipated, with rumors swirling that Ross was privately scrambling to salvage his reputation while DC continued to thrive, turning every uncomfortable moment into entertainment that only amplified his rising influence. And sources close to the industry claimed that meetings were being held behind closed doors to assess the damage, with executives worried that Ross' carefully crafted image as a fearless boss had been irreparably dented by a single viral roast. And while no legal actions were actually underway, speculation about potential lawsuits and brand deals gone wrong spread like wildfire, creating a climate of tension that kept fans glued to every social media update, waiting for the next reaction. And observers noted that DC's strategy was flawless, maintaining humor, authenticity, and composure while Ross attempts to flex wealth. Post-motivational quotes, or Project Calm, were continually undermined by memes, clips, and public commentary that exaggerated every detail for comedic effect, turning even minor missteps into legendary online moments. And insiders claimed that Ross' team was frustrated, unable to regain control as the narrative had firmly shifted, showing that in today's culture, a sharp observation delivered with wit could outweigh years of careful image management. And the public response only intensified as DC began appearing in interviews and live shows referencing the roast, reinforcing the moment and creating a feedback loop where his visibility and influence skyrocketed while Ross' perceived authority was humorously questioned. And as clips continued to circulate, fans debated the meaning of power and authenticity in celebrity culture, applauding DC for exposing a human side of Ross that contrasted sharply with the untouchable boss persona he had cultivated. And while Ross continued posting content that emphasized success, luxury, and dominance, the audience interpreted it as defensive, amplifying the comedic effect and solidifying DC's position as not just a comedian but a cultural force capable of shifting public perception. And entertainment analysts noted that the saga highlighted a new reality in the age of social media where humor, timing, and relatability could dominate even the most fortified celebrity image, showing that control over fame is more fragile than ever. And the saga became a teaching moment for celebrities and fans alike, illustrating that authenticity and confidence can command attention more effectively than wealth and bravado. And as weeks passed, DC's following continued to grow, his shows sold out, and clips of the roast reached millions, while Ross' attempts to pivot only reinforced the narrative that the comedian had delivered a masterclass in dismantling image and influence without aggression, showing the world that in this era, wit, timing, and fearless truth-telling can outweigh even the most powerful reputation, leaving everyone watching in awe at how one man with a microphone, a crowd, and a sharp sense of humor could dominate a narrative against one of hip-hop's most established figures and leave a lasting mark on culture, social media, and the public consciousness in a way that no amount of money or luxury could undo. So now that you've seen how DC Young Fly completely turned the tables on Rick Ross and sent shockwaves through the entire hip-hop world, the question is, what does this mean for the future of celebrity culture? And more importantly, who really holds the power when humor, authenticity, and fearless confidence collide with wealth and status? Can a joke truly topple an empire, or does it just expose what we've all secretly suspected about image versus reality? And as we watch clips, memes, and reactions continue to flood the internet, it's impossible not to wonder what the next viral moment will be, who will rise, who will fall, and who will be the next unsuspecting target of a comedian with nothing to lose. And now it's your turn to weigh in, because the conversation doesn't end here. We want to hear your thoughts, your theories, and your reactions to this clash of egos, power, and hilarity. So drop a comment below with your take. Smash that like button if you were as shocked and entertained as we were. And make sure you subscribe to stay in the loop for every explosive, jaw-dropping, and laugh-out-loud moment that the internet tries to hide from you. Because this is just the beginning, and trust us, you do not want to miss what happens next, when real energy meets fake bravado in the world of celebrity.